Still ahead, the businesses that are backing out of states where discrimination is being enshrined in law. PayPal is the first business to cancel plans to bring jobs to North Carolina over a new law the state governor says is about religious freedom. PayPal is canceling a project to open an operations center in Charlotte. It would have employed 400 people. PayPal CEO Dan Schulman said, "Fairness, inclusion, and equality are at the heart of everything we seek to achieve and stand for as a company." Mississippi enacted a similar law on Tuesday. 7 other states have legislation pending: Colorado, Hawaii, Iowa, Kentucky, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and West Virginia, shown there in yellow. Let's show you some of the reactions from business leaders on Twitter. Co-founder and former CTO of PayPal, Max Levchin, tweeted, "Thank you, Dan Schulman, for protecting employees from discrimination," and urging other governors in some of those states we mentioned to take note. And then there's this from Microsoft President Brad Smith reacting to the bill in Mississippi. "Very disappointing to see the news. These laws are bad for people, bad for business, and bad for job growth." More than 100 companies have joined the protest against these sort of bills. Among them is McKinney, an ad agency with offices in North Carolina as well as New York. I'm joined now by the chairman and CEO, Brad Brinegar, live from Durham in North Carolina. Brad, thanks so much for being with us today. This is a state that you moved to because you thought it was a progressive state in the South. How do you feel now that you are seeing these laws passed, despite the fact that you signed a letter urging them not to?
So McKinney was actually founded in 1969 here in North Carolina, and I moved down in 2002. And frankly, when I moved down, I thought North Carolina was one of the most progressive states, not only in the South, but in the U.S. And this bill is the most regressive, reactionary thing I've seen since we moved down here.
I mean, we saw in one of those tweets, you know, not just saying, listen, we ethically don't agree with this, but Brad Smith of Microsoft saying this is bad for business, this is bad for jobs.
It's an incredibly difficult situation, I think, for the economic climate here. You know, we attract clients from all over the world, and we attract people from all over the United States. And the kind of people we want and the kind of clients we want value diversity and inclusion, and this is diametrically opposed to those values.
What are you hearing? I mean, you're a prominent businessman in the state. You've come into contact with politicians, and obviously you signed the letter. What are you hearing from them? What do they say to you when you say, listen, this is bad for the economy, this is not a good move for the state, and not a good move for the future of the state? What is their response?
You know, when I think about it, it's really in terms of our business, and I'm already feeling the impact on some of the talent we're looking to attract. And I think the move by PayPal is a clear sign of the kind of business impact we're going to see, too. And it makes me worry about the ability to attract clients to our business here in North Carolina.
Is this something that, if it continues, it stays on the books, it's not overturned, would you think about relocating business out of North Carolina because of this? It's a hard decision to make that kind of move, especially when you have employees whose lives are impacted.
Well, we have operations both in North Carolina and New York, and my bigger concern is that this hurts our reputation in both offices. You know, as a company headquartered in North Carolina, to the extent that we associate ourselves with the policies that are in place right now, I think it will hurt both operations.
Brad, business has a lot of muscle when it comes to addressing social issues. I know they don't always like to be on the front lines of having to do it, but what would your message be? There are other governors that are considering this. You know, laws can be enacted, but they can be repealed as well. What is your message to politicians who are considering passing legislation like this?
My basic point on this one is that anybody who passes this kind of legislation is going to find themselves on the wrong side of history. And if you think about it, not just in the long term, but in the short term, also on the wrong side of economic development.
And nobody wants to be in that lane. Brad Brinegar, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you coming on and speaking out.